is to not do a press conference. He wants to do a press conference. He wants to speak to you guys. So he's going to come in. He's going to talk. I'm not going to let him sit here for ages taking questions, but he's going to talk to everybody and probably go on too long. And then I'm going to kick him out. And then Ben Davison's also going to come in for your guys' questions as well. So if you want any questions with me, fire away. He'll be here in a couple of minutes.
Eddie, during these last few years, talk about defending that Joshua, the world, fourth world, and getting to a third world title. Just the deep right hand of Dubois. What is the plan now with Anthony Joshua?
Well, probably get a good kip tonight, or try. It's a difficult defeat, but you know, at this point you have to try and take any positives you can, and it's difficult because the start was disastrous. And the only positives I can take is the unbelievable heart and guts and nuts that he showed to never give up. And I said in the change room, I said, you know, the amount of times I've heard over the years a fighter say, you know, I will rather get knocked out than try and survive or lose on points. I will go out on my shield. He went out on his shield. Even when he didn't have his legs, he was trying to land the right hand and he was trying to find a way back in the fight. And remarkably, as bad as he performed tonight, or as many as mistakes that he made, he still could have won the fight. You know, 4th round he hurt Dubois, 5th round Dubois' legs buckled, and at that point I think this is going to be one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen. But walked on to a crushing right hand, and unfortunately there was no getting up from the last one.
Ed,
yeah, I mean, we have a contracted fight with Riyadh Season that could include the Daniel Dubois rematch. I think we need time. You know, I mean, I don't think he could have boxed much worse tonight, but you have to give Dubois brilliant, you know, plenty of credit. He was brilliant tonight. He put the pressure on. We knew that he'd be dangerous in the early part of the fight, and the start couldn't have been worse, really. AJ will believe that he can box much better and beat him, but Dubois is going to be full of confidence. And we have to look what happens on December 21st, if Tyson Fury wins or if Tyson Fury loses. But no immediate rush, but I know what AJ's like, and he would love to have another crack at him. It was incredible, and you know, I think Daniel Dubois deserves a lot of credit as well. You know, I don't think he was disrespected as the champion, but he was the clear B-side in the fight, and he come out as a star tonight as well. You know, I think he's a handful. You know, he's a good young man, and he's come back from a lot as well. You know, people have written AJ off before in the past. We all wrote Daniel Dubois off, me included. You know, and actually he showed again tonight. Took some good shots tonight. You know, and it was only really when the 4th and 5th round come that I was thinking, actually, we could start breaking him down here. But by then, like Ben said, you know, because of the start, it's so difficult without a clear head to actually apply the things that he's been working on. And even then, you know, my dad messaged me. He said, wow, he said, made so many basic errors and still could have won the fight. You know, and that's a positive to take out of it. That I said to him, you've got to be proud you even found a way back into the fight. Because after the 2nd round, for me, the fight's done. It's over. And, you know, people always question people's heart. You know, even the last knockout, he's scrambling to get up. He couldn't have tried another inch. And that's all you can give to people, you know. And I think when you do that, you can look yourself in the mirror and say, I might not have been good enough tonight, but I've tried my nuts off and I gave everything. And I spoke to him last night and he said to me, I'm ready to go to the trenches tomorrow night. He went all the way in the trenches. You know, people talk about taking a knee, spitting a gum shield out. I mean, listen, when Daniel Dubois hit him in the nuts in the 3rd or 4th round, I'm screaming at AJ to take the full 5 minutes. Like, that's actually a little bit of inexperience. Like, at that point when he couldn't stand up, he's been hit full blown in the conkers, right? All he's got to do to the ref is just, you know, but that's not him. He just went to ref, I'm fine, come on, let's go. And I'm like, no, what are you doing? And then it happened again. Because he just came to fight tonight. And, you know, when you talk about entertainment, maybe vulnerability, but also a huge puncher that's prepared to let his hands go. It was a hell of a fight, you know, and like I said, as gutted as we are, Daniel deserves a lot of credit because tonight was his crowning night. Not being elevated to interim champion. Tonight was the night that I believe he became a real world champion. And, you know, he's got a big future ahead of him as well.